So much of the work that we do is in teams. We have groups of people working on projects, multiple companies, we have contractors. David, can you talk about third-party or contractor issues with regards to cybersecurity?
Sure, thanks. So as everybody else has said today, this is not a technology thing. It's a process, a human, it's knowledge, it's everything involved. People oftentimes overlook their relationships with their vendors, or they consider the fact that they have a cloud vendor and their stuff there is secure. Business email compromise was mentioned earlier. I can give you a quick story on third-party vendors and how that can come into play for you. We had a client who's in the medical industry. They had an affiliation with a local hospital. They used the local hospital's email system. And we got a call one day from one of the executives at this facility saying that they couldn't open up an attachment, that the security software on their computer was stopping it from being opened, and they wanted us to bypass it and let them open it. And we recommended against that. We said, no, we feel like if the tools are saying that that's a problem, we should look at that further. And upon investigation, it came down to one of her vendors had sent an email to her that she gets every year with an attachment. That vendor had been hacked. The person who always sent her the email had been let go. Their email account was still active. The hacker used that email account, looking through the old email history to start phishing people using the business email compromise. It went through 2 firewalls, one for the hospital, one for the software company, onto this last system. And if it wasn't for the EDR or the next generation antivirus, it would have caused a ransomware event on their facility. So, supply chain issues are certainly related to all of your vendors, your cloud, everything else, but keeping in mind, you've heard other things talking about firmware updates. You can't go to the Walmart and buy the cheap router or the cheap network switch to expand your network. That's not like, you have to update these things. They have to, that's a supply chain issue, right? Don't buy a commercial firewall that's a third of the price from some shady vendor. That's, not legitimate hardware, right? So be careful what your relationships are and what you're letting into your network. We've heard of constant breaches from third parties not doing what they're supposed to do to protect their information, and then somebody coming in from them, including MSPs.